We studied the scene of an accident. We were given the task to figure out the speed of the vehicle prior to it skidding off a road around a sharp turn and impacting a parked car. When the vehicle in motion hits the parked vehicle, you are able to predict the time it took the cars to land on the ground. You can also find out the velocity at which they were traveling at. The final velocity of the vehicles was 2.45 meters a second. The cars were traveling at 2.45 meters per second as they were moving before they came to a complete stop. You do not know the initial velocity of the Viper, so you want to solve for the initial velocity for it. The velocity of the red car is 0, which then cancels out the mass of the red car. Then, you can add the two masses of the cars, multiply by the final velocity, and divide by the mass of the Viper to find its initial velocity. In this case, the initial velocity was 4.7006 meters per second. Here, you have to solve for each to find the friction of the skid. To figure out mu for static friction and kinetic friction, you have to divide final force by normal force, and then multiply by gravity, which is 9.8 meters per second. The static friction, in this case, was 0.65 while the kinetic friction was 0.29. Lastly, you have to find the maximum speed of the car on the level road while it was making or attempting to make the turn. The vehicle was traveling at 1.71 meters per second. In conclusion, the posted speed limit of 2 meters per second was too fast to properly make the turn for any vehicle and therefore is too dangerous. And as a result, the vehicle is technically not at fault for striking the parked car and causing the accident.